potential as we head throughout the
Hi
afternoon,
everyone, this is Goddess Taya, 4444.
inches or greater across this region.
I'm
At where that heightened risk,
trying to not piggyback off of Shavi Zane, but she brought something to my attention about the higher ups siphoning, the higher ups tricking us to bring our vibrations up, so that they can siphon our energy, okay? Now, this is what I got right here. 5 of Pentacles.
3 inches of rainfall. Now, these are more concerning areas like Memphis getting
2 of Cups reverse.
A lot of these areas, the rainfall rates coming down. We've already seen it.
Full moon reverse.
2 inches per hour. We have that moderate risk, which is level 3.
7 of Wands.
Sunday and then head into Monday.
7 of Wands.
With potential for flash flooding for Dallas. All
4 of Swords.
97 degrees in Wichita Falls. Abilene, 100.
3 of
for Dallas today, tomorrow.
Swords.
Mainly Monday, Sunday night.
And Queen of Swords.
The next biggest threat, but just
okay.
cool in Dallas, the best
this is what I'm seeing right here. They trying to sharpen their minds. They're trying to hold on
and Sunday. So we have a very stormy forecast.
To their minds, everything. They are using, the energy that I am getting, misuse of money. They're the ones also that is paying
well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR for 60 months on all Silverado 1500 pickups.
For witchcraft.
Total value on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get $47.50 total cash allowance when you trade in and eligible.
All right. Their partnerships are falling off. Partnerships are breaking up. And the moon, for the full moon to be reversed to me, and they're trying to protect themselves, it ain't gonna work. Nope. They're trying to recover. They ain't gonna recover. They are going to be heartbroken. The shit that they are doing is not going to work. They are doing witchcraft. They are also having witchcraft done. Page of Swords, getting the wheel to turn in their favor. Yeah, they do want our energy. What did I just say? They are doing they want our manifestations. Those higher ups. And they planning this shit. They had planned this all along. They have planned this all along. They even doing mirror work. They even had mirror work to find you.
Well, sun's starting to come out in Tulsa after a night of heavy rainfall and strong, intense thunderstorms move through the area. We had multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in the Tulsa area, several rounds of heavy rain. That led to a little bit of flash flooding developing. And on the side of the road there's a lot of mud kind of kicking up. But things are drying out now after we saw upwards of 2 to 5 inches of rain overnight. But there are more rounds of storms on the way to Tulsa, areas across Missouri, Arkansas, where we're going to have an elevated flood risk heading into today and tomorrow especially. As this Gulf moisture gets pumped up to the frontal
their
boundary,
leaders,
the frontal boundary squeezes
the
out multiple
higher
rounds of rain,
power
storms tracking
is
along
doing
the
this.
storm front,
Their
unlike train
leaders,
tracks. So it's going to be
they
driving
think
the storms
they're
in the
the
same area
emperor.
again and again.
They
We
think
have a flood
they're
watch in
the
effect through
kings.
Monday from
They
Raleigh
ain't
down to
shit.
Tulsa, back over to areas just west of Jonesboro, up to
But
the
their
Bay.
asses is going to have
In those
to
areas,
walk
nowhere
the
to go to
fuck
seek higher ground.
away.
A flash flood warning is issued. If you live in an
The
area that's
higher
flooded
power,
before,
yeah.
stay weather aware. And if
I'm
you're
not
in an area
talking
that's flooded
about
before, but you are going to be moving around this
chosen.
weekend, driving locations, then make sure you
I'm
avoid
talking
those
about
low-lying
the
areas that are
higher
flood prone.
power
We're going to be tracking
that
that first complex of storms that's continuing to
is
drive its way to the south
trying
and east throughout the morning
to
hours. We get
steal
another
the
round of showers and storms,
chosen
though,
one's
especially late tonight to tomorrow
energy.
morning. We're going to have
This
multiple
is
clusters of
why
storms called MCSs move through these areas. And they continue to track into portions of the Mid-South as we go through the morning hours tomorrow. So after the rain has cleared out
it's
today,
something that she
things have a round of
said
showers
that
and storms late tonight.
that
And that's not
Shabby
done just
Zane
yet. As we go to
said
Sunday
that
evening, we got another round of showers and storms tracking
they
through the same
didn't
areas
tell
of
you.
Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, southern portions of Missouri, and even into the Monday time period.
They
Final round of
tricked
rainfall that's slightly
us,
farther to the south.
telling
When you
us
add all of this
something
up, the next
so
couple
that
of days, we're
we
looking at a big
can
area of 3 to
raise
6 inches
our
of rainfall,
vibrations
especially
so
around
they can
Springfield, Tulsa, Fort Smith, Fayetteville,
come
up to around
after
Mountain Home.
us.
That's where they'll have the highest risk for flooding heading into the day tomorrow. So what do you do if you
But
encounter
you
a
know
flash
what?
flood? You seek higher ground.
This
Of
is
course,
a
you gotta live in an
time,
area that is flood prone.
y'all.
You need to make sure you have that plan in place
We
to seek
gotta
higher
come
ground. Don't
together.
drive through flood roadways. We see this all the time. We have water
I don't
moving over
mean
a
no
road. People
harm. I'm
underestimate
with
the power of
Shabby
water. It takes
Zane.
about a foot to flood,
We
a foot of moving
gonna
water to flood
take
your car.
these
That's all it takes.
motherfuckers
And
down.
basically, if it's over the middle of
Straight
your
up.
cap,
We're
that's all
not
it takes to move your vehicle
going
into
for
downstream.
no more
Memphis up to Tulsa, Springfield,
bullshit.
level 2 flood risk
We
today.
got
Another
our
level 2 flood risk tomorrow for
ancestors,
Memphis,
our
Oklahoma City, and
spiritual
Springfield. That's
team
also
right
going to have a higher
behind
risk for
us.
flash flooding to
So
level 3
all
threat.
we gotta
Once again
do,
on Monday,
work
Memphis,
together.
Little Rock included in the level 2 risk for flash flooding. But
See,
this time, areas like Dallas are included
see,
as
they're
well.
gonna
So
be
I want you to be
fighting
especially
amongst
aware of
each
flooding issues.
other.
If you're in this area heading into tomorrow, Fort Smith, Joplin, Fayetteville, Tulsa, that's where we're going to have the best chance for significant flash flooding.
What they
develop.
created,
Back over to Brittany, though, get a check
they
on
are
Monday.
now
One
going
of those
to
flood
be
prone locations in
crying.
Conway, Arkansas. Are people stopping under the
What they're
overpass?
doing
Yes,
to the world,
extremely dangerous
yeah,
out there. We have some rainfall.
they gonna
that's
be
coming
crying.
down, some wet
Cause shit
conditions.
is
We're gonna continue
going
to see
in
more
chaos for
rainfall
them.
across the region. Of course, don't ever stop on your underpass, especially when you have severe
Shit
thunderstorms
is going in
around.
chaos
Looks like
for
there's a
them.
red light out there, so I don't know. We are
They
gonna
gonna
continue
find
to
out. They
watch
gonna see the
as
light
thunderstorms
shortly.
start to roll down. Now, these thunderstorms were packing a punch overnight.
The sun, they think that the sun is coming out. They're gonna hear that hot music. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Early afternoon across
No,
this
they're
region.
not.
We're still seeing a line of storms work their way down through Little Rock and then also close to Memphis, Pine Bluff as well. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning back towards areas of our west on that borderline between Oklahoma
Yep.
and Arkansas. So just a
They
heads
gonna
up,
meet their
over the next
maker, and
several
when I
hours,
say
we
they
could
gonna
see
meet
really
their
gusty
maker,
winds and then also
I'm not
potential
talking
for
about
rotation for
death.
today. So we're going to be tracking
They
it
gonna meet
all
their
over the
own
next several
kind,
hours. But here's a look at the
and
national radar
they
and
are
what we're
gonna be
seeing.
in
Also, some
bondage.
storms starting to
Yeah,
fire
their
up
shit
across
is
areas
gonna
like
fall.
northeastern Mississippi. Tupelo, we see you down towards Starkville, Huntsville, and
They think they got 2 cups left
back towards our west,
that is
where
still
storms
full.
did roll through. I'm pretty sure there's flooding, ponding, but we still have some
But
areas
sooner or
that
later,
have that flood warning
them
tag on them.
motherfuckers
So
gonna
just
turn
a
over
heads up, they're
too.
going to be lasting a little bit longer.
They
And then
are
also
gonna
areas
get
like
anxious.
Nebraska starting
They're
to
gonna
see some
suffer
storms
with
move further down towards the
anxiety.
south across Interstate 80. Wyoming also starting to see
Those higher ups,
showers
they go
across
suffer
the
with
interstate 25,
anxiety.
and I think I see some pink, a little bit of a wintry mix coming down, and some of those higher elevations. We're going to continue to watch that, but really quickly, we had record-breaking temperature across the region, Key West, Fort Myers.
The more that they take action and
closer to the Gulf,
the more that they take action and try to stop
I do want to go back to that map. So
the chosen ones
extremely hot. And speaking of Florida, Texas, it's time
doing
for
work
the
on the full
Atlantic
moon.
hurricane season. Rob, what do we know so far?
Well, NOAA just released their forecast earlier this week.
They don't understand. They're the only thing they're doing is hurting themselves.
Hyperactive, but it only takes
They're
one or
too
two
goddamn
falling
stupid
storm
to
locations
know
during the
that
season.
they're
Acapulco
hurting
knows that
themselves.
especially from Otis.
They are not going to recover.
We had Otis make landfall, the strongest hurricane on record in Mexico at Category 5. Now we're starting in the Eastern Pacific today. The season there starts.
They're not going to
earlier
recover
than
this
the Atlantic
lifetime.
season. I mean, not by the globe standards, just by how we measure the season. But we do have a high chance for this tropical wave to get organized into early next week. Through the weekend, we see some gradual development, and by around Monday or Tuesday, we see an organized low pressure system forming. That will potentially strengthen even more as we work our way into Wednesday and Thursday, as the system could be fairly close to Acapulco. It looks like it stays offshore, but we could have some of those big waves get churned up. We could have gusty winds and heavy rainfall impacting the west coast of Mexico. So maybe if you've got a cruise planned, you got some family down there.
Look how many times they'd have misused that money.
Alvin, first name up on the list, and we're still looking like we have.
That's a long motherfucking road there.
June in the Eastern Pacific. We'll have more on our website about the Atlantic season and the forecast for the season ahead. We have more
A long ass, crooked ass road
You can see a visible difference.
to start them.
Healthy energy in 5
And
days,
they're gonna
healthy digestion
fall.
in 10 days, and healthy skin in
Yes,
25
it's gonna fall.
days. See a visible difference with Imes.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can
But
start your summer.
they still having hope, y'all.
Buy an efficient and stylish Prius liftback with special
They
financing
still
at
having hope.
99%. Toyota, let's go places.
That good news is coming
There's a
to
reason
them.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady.
That they're gonna
Like the people
celebrate.
who keep this country moving. For them, only America's
That
most
they're gonna have
expensive
their
truck
new
will do. In every
beginning.
Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
In their new direction.
For 60 months on all Silverado 1500
But
payments.
look,
$4,350 total value on this Silverado.
the new moon
Get $4,750
is
total
reversed,
cash value.
has gone black.
Hey, sweetie.
See?
Honey, everything okay?
The harvest moon is full. What they harvested
Well,
is
we're,
negative
Silverado experts. Pizza.
because it's reversed to me. The new moon
Can
is
you hear?
black for them.
So, good sleepover?
Nothing is coming.
Call Grandma 4 times.
Yeah, Grandma is very confused.
That's the new moon. So, I think the new moon, let me see when the new moon is. The new moon is on the 26th. They ain't gonna get shit, y'all. The moon is black. It don't have no energy. Dang. No energy. Them higher ups. Paying for that witch shit. They ain't gonna get nothing. You see the fireplace empty. The top of the fireplace has fire, but they better be careful. They better be careful. What goes around always come around. So the fire, instead of the fire being here, is here.
Well, folks out in Boise trying to cool off by
The
riding
wet-
waves out there. It looks like got some wetsuits or dry suits on. Doesn't mean you're good at surfing, though. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like a lot of fun. out there
Doing
in
work
Boise.
for new
Hey, you're gonna wanna
beginnings.
spend more time on
But
the
they
water
ain't
here
getting
the next couple of days
shit.
as temperatures warm up.
They ain't
Be
getting
careful as
nothing.
well. Some thunderstorms are in the forecast as we go through
Not,
several afternoons across portions
the
of
week of the
Northwest.
26th
Today,
anyway.
thunderstorm threat is mostly east of Idaho, though, out into Wyoming and Montana, where you see that yellow color. We're going to be talking about those strong storms, but we'll have a few more storms popping up farther to the west, in between Idaho and Washington State as we get into Memorial Day. A couple of hail reports last night. Had some big hail come off of the cells that were firing up in eastern Wyoming, working their way east. Those storms turned into this big complex overnight, and we still have more moisture riding its way up into Wyoming around the upper level energy.
I'm gonna
here, and
see
that's
what
gonna
I
lead to
can
strong
get
storm
from the
development once
Mystic
again as we get into
Rose
the afternoon
deck.
hours. Areas of mostly
Let me
southeastern
see
Wyoming,
what
though,
I
this threat
can
has
get
been
from
expanded
that deck.
nearly all the way back to Lander and Riverton, comes toward the bottom end of the Bighorn Mountains. So if you're in southeastern Wyoming, central Wyoming, heads up this afternoon, we could see the chance for big hail once again, some strong wind gusts, and even a tornado or two, not out of the question. Scattered showers and thunderstorms up into the Bighorns over to the Black Hills as we go through the mid-morning hours today, with those thunderstorms gaining some energy into the early afternoon, possibly turning severe to those mid-afternoon hours as we look out from around Lander and Casper down to Cheyenne. Chance for some strong storms there. Well, up into Montana, storms are firing up out there near Billings and Miles City, working their way slowly to the south and east, but shouldn't have severe weather.
Yeah, them higher ups watching,
Around 11 o'clock around the Casper area.
watching
As our low
and
pressure system continues to pump in moisture from the
waiting
east, the
to
Black Hills,
see
of course,
things
gonna be in a
change.
spot where we see quite
That's
a bit
what
of
they
rainfall still on
doing.
the way. So if you're heading out to, say, Devil's Tower, back over to Rapid City, Deadwood, or even farther south on I-80 as we get into the Sunday afternoon time frame, we'll have some showers and storms around once again. With that rainfall still continuing to come down as we get another round of moisture
I'm not
into Monday afternoon.
gonna say
From areas of
a
the Bitterroots
date,
back out to Yellowstone
but
National
this could
Park, and
be
then all the way
just
down
a
to nearly Box
meeting
Springs in southwestern Wyoming.
with
We're expecting quite a bit of rainfall, mostly today and
those
tomorrow for
who
eastern
do the
Wyoming.
spell
Only
work.
1 to 2 possible. Isolated flooding going to be possible. Cheyenne temperatures staying really cool through the holiday weekend in the 50s, along with Rapid
Just the
City.
meeting.
Back to the west, a lot of 70s, even 80s out there for areas like Billings,
Teddy
Missoula,
bear.
and Twin Falls. Cheyenne, we've got a rainy forecast moving forward here and a cool forecast as well.
Yeah.
Temperatures mostly below average for
And
the
then
week ahead. A
again,
little bit warmer toward the end of the week as we get some
some
mid-70s.
flooding might be going on. I don't know. Don't give a flying flying thing. I don't give a flying thing. But anyway, meetings are going on.
Across the interior into Idaho and the Bitterroots. Boise, though, warming up tomorrow.
There will be bitterness, sadness,
75 in Portland. But we're going to see the heat build in toward the middle
and
and end of the week
uncertain
across Northwest.
futures.
Chance
And
for some thunderstorms to be
uncertain
around it through Sunday and Monday
futures.
as well for these areas in light green, from Bend to
Yeah.
Medford, basically east of the Cascades.
With them
up to the
higher up,
Bitterroots. And that'll push a little bit farther east and north into Monday to include areas like Spokane and Burns. No
uncertain
showers expected
futures.
today across the region, so get out and enjoy. Beautiful Saturday, Sunday as well, looking mostly dry until the afternoon.
Sadness
Heading
and
down to Burns.
bitterness.
We get some pop-up showers and thunderstorms and possibly some small hail. Wouldn't be surprised to see a small outlook for severe weather issued. And heading into Monday afternoon, things looking mostly dry out towards the Cascades, but still have some showers and storms up through.
They
the
need to
Bitterroots
go
again.
somewhere and
Hot
heal.
start to the week or end of the weekend. with
You
the
know
even
what?
lower temperatures
What
by
I
the end of the
just
weekend.
got
90s, Portland, same thing, 92.
some
on
of
Wednesday.
them
Down
right
to the southwest,
now,
Kit Carson, Colorado.
some of them
What a
right
beautiful
now
tornado
are
that rode them out
trying
here
to
towards the evening
heal.
hours on Friday.
But
They're
they're gonna have to pay off that karma before they heal. Do healing work. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay that motherfucking karma off what they already did.
Centennial State. So we can have a stormy weekend ahead.
So they can't just skippity-doo and go right into healing. Oh, I'm gonna heal. Now, you got to pay that motherfucking karma off.
did see hail
First.
over 3 inches in size. We could potentially see that
Lessons
begin
you
today
gotta
over
learn.
Colorado Springs down towards
What?
Pueblo, including the Denver metro.
What?
once
The
again
higher
on
ups.
a
Yeah,
Sunday.
what?
Now, we do have the
What?
San
Now
Francisco
you want to heal.
rotation. It's slight
Now
winds
you want to
there.
heal.
Most of this happening in the
Because your
afternoon
ass
hours.
is in
Now, we had a
trouble
cloud cover early
for the
this
shit
morning.
that you
Maybe
done
there'll be
done.
some breaks in the clouds to make those storms a little bit stronger, tapping into some of that instability. Rainfall from Salt Lake City down towards Richfield and also Price. We're going to see the rain continue on Sunday.
Yeah, you know,
This time looking a little
they done
bit
had
heavier
mirror
over the
work
Denver
done
metro
on the
so we're
Chosen.
going to continue to watch that.
Man, I'm
Elevations down in a
telling
couple
you,
of
they
places.
done
Now,
had
we're
mirror
looking
work
out, but
done
we could see some
on the
areas that get over 2
Chosen.
inches of rainfall by the time we reach the end of the weekend. Now, in terms of
And
the
then
temperatures
when
for
they
today,
look at
we're
their
not too bad
self
in
in the
Denver, but we're
mirror,
dropping those temperatures to the 60s in both Colorado Springs and Denver.
they can't
Back to
stand
North
what they
Salt Lake City,
see.
we're going to be warming up into the 80s, so it's going to be very, very warm.
They all
over the next
pitiful
several
and
days,
shit.
a little bit closer out towards the west. Rainfall in the forecast all
And
the way
and,
until
and
next
two,
Friday, so it's going to be stormy across the Centennial State.
mirror work
It's going to be
and
from
candle
to
work.
the
Man,
city
they
and down
doing
to
it
Mississippi,
all.
including Albuquerque and El Paso. We have that elevated fire risk for today, keeping it further down towards the south for tomorrow. Nonetheless, we're going to see those winds
They doing it all.
anywhere between 15 to maybe 25, 30 miles per hour across this region, and some very, very warm temperatures, very dry conditions as we have some exceptional drought out there, which is the highest level you can get to. We're going to keep those warmer temperatures around.
Yeah,
as we head into the next several days. Just a heads up.
they think
Flagstaff,
they're
Arizona,
king.
72 degrees for
They
today.
think they're
71
kings
for tomorrow.
of the
So
world.
where you need
They
to be
think
until
they're
you
the
start to warm
king.
up near 80 by the middle of next week. 93 degrees in Lake Havasu
Yeah, they
City,
think they
73
the
degrees
king.
in areas like
They ain't
Los Angeles,
shit.
Las Vegas. You're gonna definitely want to get in that pool, and usually
They
Memorial
ain't
Day is
shit.
the unofficial start to summer pool season, so it's roughly around that time. Make sure you're sticking around with us. We're going to be talking about rounds and rounds of severe weather, unfortunately.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependable.
No more.
Standard.
Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR for 60
It's a
months on all
fail.
1,500 pickups. Or get $4,350 total value.
It's a
on 50
fail.
Plus, current Chevy owners get $4,750 total cash allowance.
No
for
more.
an eligible vehicle.
This shit that you're doing, it's a fail. Be heartbroken. Y'all could be grieving. What else? Again.
Sorry, homie. Not a huge fan of lobster. I'm not a huge seafood person to begin with. I feel so bad. But there's a lot on the line with this plate. R.I.P. Larry. Larry the lobster. We're here to cook. We're not here
They're
to
gonna be heartbroken.
So I'm so sorry, buddy. Poor Larry.
They came out twice. Heartbroken. So them dates that you have been having, not romantic dates, meetings that you have been having, to have this done. I'm talking about the higher powers. Sudden change. Shocking news. Surprising infant. Epiphany. Yeah, epiphany. Yeah, y'all gonna get the shock of your goddamn lives. You're gonna get the shock of your life. Yeah. Y'all just comment. Y'all done had coffee, tea, done had just, like I said, meeting.
Ooh, yikes, got some power lines.
Meetings.
Signs out there in Kiefer, Oklahoma.
It don't necessarily have to be a romantic date, but you're having meetings.
Using the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, that MCS.
You all are karmic.
Warnings and flash flood warnings.
You will get the fucking shocking news of your life. Having meetings.
And now we're starting to see it dip down further into the mid-south.
Having meetings.
Yeah, so the southeast is going to kind of get the
to do this.
the next couple of days. So
what I'm saying is y'all sitting around, y'all getting your coffee and your tea and your donuts, sitting around the table. You got your snacks on the side, right beside you, and y'all get to working on them spells you think that is gonna work. Yeah, that's what the fuck you doing. That's what y'all doing. Y'all higher up. Yes, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Some of y'all not even underground. Some of y'all not even underground.
Pressure isn't moving a whole lot. In fact, we get a new low to come out of it, the four corners.
You in your very own basement.
As we work our way into the Sunday
or special room.
We're going to have more severe weather on the way, especially along this boundary, as we work our way into those afternoon and evening
Or you may go somewhere else.
More significant hail today. In fact, the energy is going to be increasing this afternoon.
Where it's warm.
Model runs have really increased.
That's what the fuck you doing.
North of I-40 in Oklahoma. So I would have my eye on the sky out there.
Even in the fucking White House.
For some serious hail and possibly some tornadoes as well. 5% risk at the moment for Oklahoma City, Ponca City, Tulsa, but we are going to see that.
They don't show everything on TV.
The warm front. Our initial round of showers and storms continues to track east along the warm front, and then late in the day, these are the storms that are really concerning. If we do get these, what we call discrete supercells,
burning desire.
They're able to tap into all the atmosphere's energy.
Y'all just, man, we got to get this done. We got to get this done.
And this Sunday afternoon, we get a new round of storms to pop up out across western Texas, into western Oklahoma, western Arkansas, with those storms forming a new MCS, a new big complex of storms as we go through those evening and overnight hours.
Y'all didn't expect for the chosen ones to fight back.
Morning, Dallas down to Waco, getting some leftover storm activity into the afternoon.
Yeah, you did.
Fires up from Memphis to Shreveport, and back through West Texas, where we see those storms congealing and pushing east through the evening hours through late day, Monday. So Sunday's risk covering much of the plains.
Here we are.
Tornado threat on Sunday as well from Oklahoma City down to around Abilene. And on Monday, we have the risk continuing, including a level.
And you know what?
Dallas area. I mentioned MCS. Well, it's a term
you know what?
With as we get into the summer months, as they become much more common. Here's meteorologist Jesse Kelly.
Twin flames are the main ones that really, when they develop it, they really have that energy. Especially when they get together.
The primary threats during MCSs are usually strong winds and heavy rainfall, but they can
especially when they get together, the brain power.
MCSs are MCCs, or mesoscale convective complexes, which are large, circular,
that they have.
Of showers and
oh my God. Twins.
Or MCV for short. MCVs are found in duration.
I'm not saying soulmates doesn't have anything,
about these types of storms.
But these are twins.
I'm meteorologist Jesse Kelly.
and that is important.
Twins
information to know
from the
ahead of
same
several days.
cell.
Those MCSs, mesoscale convective systems, will be
Damn.
riding along this front. and
Twins on the
usually
rise.
the overnight hours, and then pushing through the early morning hours, and eventually
That's
making their way
why-
to the southeast.
That's
A lot
why
of moisture that will keep
twins
these storms
have
energized,
the
and then the heat
hardest
as well, the instability
fucking
of the daytime. As we
time.
not only get into Saturday, but how about Sunday and headed into Monday? So a stormy holiday weekend. So if you have Monday off, we're going to see some storms around areas like Jonesboro down towards Memphis, and you can see a little bit of a curvature.
You know what?
And then ahead of these storms,
Y'all higher ups trying to
pushing down
trying to eat healthy now so that y'all can I guess protect yourselves.
Pushing into Alabama.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't protected.
Savannah down towards Jacksonville. Very stormy.
Divine is not even protecting y'all. No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Nope.
As that frontal boundary drifts further towards the south. But as far as today
Nope.
goes, we do
That
have
ain't gonna work.
2C rotation will be moving through as we head into these afternoon hours.
Okay. Twin flames and soulmates.
And a lot of that heavy
Yes.
rainfall tapping
Twin
into that
flames
moisture,
and
it's gonna be
soulmates.
lingering
I
on
didn't
a
know.
lot of rain over the same areas,
But
back
twin
to back to
flames
back.
and
Springfield,
soulmates.
Oklahoma City and that Cypress, but Joplin is going to be in
Twin
that moderate
flames,
risk.
the
So
cards
something
that
that we
came
are
out
going to
with
continue to
twin
watch.
flames
Little Rock,
is,
we're gonna see
I mean,
mounds of
not
rain as well. Now over the next 5
not
days,
twin
now, this is
flames.
not
The
isolated
card that
totals,
came
but we
out
can see
with
some
soulmates
rainfall
are
over 3
you
inches
all
of
are
rain,
ascending.
tapping into 5, and
You all are really growing. You all are coming together. So y'all will help too, you know, with the twins, all that.
Like we saw a little bit earlier, and also the trees. So just make sure you stay careful over the next several days. That includes you in Little Rock, Arkansas, where we have those storms.
Some of y'all twin flames are basically to me, oh.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America.
Meaning time.
Strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people
Whether you should get married or not.
For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver.
Soul connection. So soulmates, some of you know who you are. You all are growing. So
only Masterbuilt's Gravity Series delivers convenient charcoal cooking.
you know you belong together.
From smoking to roasting. Come join thousands of flames
soulmates.
united by flavor at Masterbuilt.
Twin flames, you already know it. Now, I don't know what this is. I don't even know what this say. I don't know what this say.
It sucks to lose. The red team definitely is.
I don't know what this say.
Oh no, what are you guys doing?
Some of y'all, I'm going by my energy. Some of you, old school, known each other for a long time, maybe. I don't know.
I have never, ever in my life experienced anything like this.
Going over things in your head or... See, I can't read this because it's all white. I don't know why people do that. But old school, outdated information. For these higher ups. Okay, they what I heard, Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't I don't want to say it. See, divine, they get You know. But anyway, your outdated thinking, like bringing slavery back, that shit is dead. I'm using that for an example. Old school, outdated thinking. You think, okay, the higher ups or the powerful people thinking that they can bring slavery back. They can have that new beginning. But that motherfucking shit is dead. See Coffin right there? Nah, that ain't happening. I'm gonna leave it right there. And
in the Northeast. Areas farther to the south, though, through the Great Lakes, looking dry, along with the Mid-Atlantic, at least for the most part.
I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.